Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video guys, join me to discuss the next lesson, the third lesson under General Mathematics in Strengthened Curriculum Term 1 entitled Commission and Piecework. So let's get started. Okay, so hello everyone. Again, we're going to continue our discussion or lesson in Senior High School General Mathematics under Strengthened Curriculum. So this is term 1, lesson 3 entitled Commission and Piecework. Commission and Piecework. Okay, so in this lesson, we will be able to learn about how to compute commission and how to compute if you are paid by piece or by per item. Okay, so let's get started. So before we are going to start our discussion, let's have first a brief activity. So instructions you have here, read each of the 6 first job scenarios carefully, then decide whether the person in the scenario is paid by commission or paid per piece or piecework. Failed, just answer commission or piecework. Okay, let's start activity. So let's start with scenario number 1. So Angela is a real estate agent. She earns money only when she successfully sells a house. The more houses she sells, the more she earns. Okay, by the way, I already gave you the answer. Well, anyway, this kind of quick test will come out during the summative test. And by the end of the week, so just familiarize and understand the concept fully. So in this scenario, it is paid by commission. Okay, let's proceed to scenario number 2. Marco works in a factory that assembles ball pens. He is paid, he is paid 5 pesos for every ball pen he assembles correctly. Okay, again, he is paid 5 pesos for every ball pen he assembles correctly. So the answer is paid by piecework because we're talking about per piece. Now, number 3, or scenario number 3. Lisa is a clothing sales associate at a boutique. She earns a small base salary but gets a percentage of every sale she makes. Okay, so naman. So you have here, it is paid by commission. Okay? She earns a small base salary but gets a percentage of every sale she makes. Now, scenario number 4. Carlos is a bookkeeper in an orchard. He is paid 10 pesos for every basket of mangoes he fills. So it is paid by piecework because we're talking about every basket of mangoes he fills. Okay? So piecework, it could be per piece, or it could be per items, or per task an employee has done or had done. Scenario number 5. Jenny is a freelance graphic designer. She is paid a fixed amount for every logo or project she completes, regardless of the time it takes. Okay? So, it pays fixed amount for every logo or project she completes. So, definitely she's paid by piecework. Okay, let us proceed to scenario number 6. Sonny works at a car dealership. For every car he sells, he receives 3% of the total sale price of his earnings. Okay, definitely it is paid by, Sonny is paid by commission. Okay. Now with that scenario and with that answers or provided answers, I hope that you were able to grasp the difference now between piecework and commission. Now let us discuss what is then a commission. Okay, you have here commission is a percentage of the total sales earned by the worker. Okay, look at the pictures there. Then, what are the common jobs paid by commission in the Philippines? So we are very much familiar plus the 9 or enumerate these 9 jobs. So, are you familiar with Avon, Natasha, Tupperware, Easy Collection? So those dealers are actually earning a commission. Okay? So before I experienced that when I was still a student. I was an Avon dealer. I was also a Tupperware dealer. Yeah, I haven't tried being a PC collection dealer anyway. But more or less, we have the same way of earning money through commission. I think it's like 25% of the sales. So here, the common jobs paid by commission in the Philippines, we have number one, real estate agent. We have insurance agent or financial advisors. We also have car sale agent, dealership sales representative. We also have direct sellers or network marketers, real estate brokers, property consultants. We also have online sellers or affiliate marketers. So you could be an affiliate, let's say in Shopee, TikTok shop, or whatever online shop. You want you to be you want to be affiliated, so you will earn a certain percentage of every product you sold. Okay, through your link, example. So we also have travel agents, loan agents, or bank product representative. We also have recruiters, especially freelance or agency based. So these are the common jobs paid by commission in the Philippines. Okay. Now let us proceed to some examples. So we have here example number one. Okay, example number one. So we have Ramon worked at a cell phone stall in Divisoria. He earns a base salary of 8,500 pesos per month and gets a 5% commission on his total sales. In June, he sold 120,000 pesos worth of cell phones and accessories. What is his total monthly earnings? Okay, we have here the solution. The base salary given is 8,500 pesos. The commission is 5% of his total sales, which is 120,000 pesos. So, definitely, you have 5%, convert that into decimal number. That is 0.05 times 120,000, that gives you 6,000 pesos. So 5% of 120,000 is 6,000 pesos. And the total monthly earning now is 8,500 pesos plus 6,000 pesos is equal to 14,500. Okay, so Ramon um, got the total monthly earning of 14,500 pesos. So I hope you understand that one. Let us proceed to example number two. So Noel is a motorcycle sales agent in Taft Avenue, Manila. He receives an 11,000 pesos monthly salary, a 1.5% commission on all motorcycle sales, and 180 pesos per hour for overtime. Now this month he sold 1,200,000 pesos worth of motorcycles and rendered 12 overtime hours. What is Noel's total monthly income? Okay. Now the base salary is 11,000. That's given. Base salary monthly. The commission is 1.5% of 1,200,000. So all we have to do is convert 1.5% into decimal form. So wherever is the decimal point, you just move two decimal places to the left. Okay? So you will have 0.015 times 1,200,000 pesos. That is equal to 18,000 pesos. So the overtime is 100 pesos times 12. By the way, you might be wondering why is it that there's no multiplier. We're not going to use the multiplier when we discussed already the different multipliers depending on the situation for the overtime pay. Now, in this situation, the overtime pay is given already. So we don't need to use the multiplier. So the, the, the overtime pay per hour is given. So all you have to do is just use that given. So overtime is 180 pesos times 12. That's 2,160 pesos. Now the total monthly income of Noel will be 11,000 pesos plus 18,000 pesos plus 2,160 pesos is equal to 31,160 pesos. So you got that one. Okay? So you have to understand that. Now let's proceed to the discussion under piecework. Okay? Now what about piecework? You know already how to solve for the commission. Now for piecework, a fixed amount paid per item completed or sold. So it's fixed amount. Okay? So what are examples of piecework? Or the common jobs paid by piecework person? Now we have garment workers or sewers. We have candle makers or gift item assemblers. We also have local juice vendors or taho sellers. Okay, commercial side. Then fruit pickers, farm workers, fish ball or street food street makers. We also have packing or repacking workers, such as supply or warehouse. Embroidery or beadwork artists. Okay, so how many um, your income will definitely be measured on how much or how many bead works you have finished. So recyclable sorters, junk shop helpers, sticker appliers or labelers, envelope or invitation holder workers. So these are some. Okay, these are the common jobs paid by piecework in the Philippines. There are a lot more actually. Okay, so we just mentioned this 10. Now let us proceed to example number 3. Maria sought tote bag for a small business in Sampaloc, Manila. Now she is paid 20 pesos per bag. This week, she completed 180 bags. How much did Maria earn this week? Okay, the solution, very simple. The rate per bag is 25 pesos. Okay, so you have the quantity is 180 per bag. All you have to do is to simply multiply 25 times 180 pesos to get the total earnings, which is equivalent to 4,500 pesos. Okay, for under piecework, it's very simple, guys. Now let us proceed to example number 4. Now Lani helps her neighbor's small food business in Tondo by packing kakanin or native rice delicacy. Okay, she is paid 5 pesos per pack. In 1 week, she packed 650 kakanin trays. How much did she earn this week? Now rate per pack is 5 pesos. And the quantity is 650 kakanin trays. Okay? Now the total earnings will be 5 times 650, which is 3,250 pesos. Okay, as simple as that. Now let us proceed to example number 5. Carla works at an appliance store in Quiapo, Manila. She earns a 9,000 pesos monthly salary and 3,000 commission on total appliance sales and 120 pesos per hour of overtime. Now this month, she sold 500,000 pesos worth of appliances and rendered 8 hours of overtime. Now what is Carla's total monthly income? So the base salary, let's go back to the problem. The base salary is 9,000 pesos. The commission is 3,000. I mean 3% of 500,000 pesos. So that is 3%. Convert that into decimal form, which is 0.03. Multiply it to 500,000 pesos. That gives us 15,000 pesos. Now the overtime is 120 times 8. Again, here we don't need to look for the multiplier because we are already given a fixed amount for overtime pay. So overtime is 120 pesos times 8, that's 960 pesos. Now the total monthly income is equal to 9,000 pesos plus 15,000 pesos plus 960 pesos. That is equivalent to 24,960 pesos. Okay, I hope you got that. Now let us proceed to the practice exercises. You have to copy and answer this one in a notebook. Number 1. What is a commission? A. A fixed salary. B. A pay based on an item sold or made. C. A percentage of sales. And D. A daily rate. Okay? Number 2. A salesman earns 10% commission on 50,000 pesos sales. How much does he earn? Is it A. 5,000 pesos? B. 10,000 pesos? C. 500 pesos? D. 1,000 pesos. Okay, let us proceed to number 3. A tailor earns 200 pesos her dress. If he makes five dresses, what is his earning? A. 1,200 pesos. B. 1,000 pesos. C. 800 pesos. And D. 1,500 pesos. Okay? Now let us proceed to number 5. Number 4, I mean. Which of the following best describes his work? A. Earning based on commission. B. Earning per hour. C. Earning based on item completed. D. Monthly fixed salary. Number 5. A part-time tutor earns 400 pesos per hour for 3 hours a day, 4 days a week. Now, what is her weekly pay? Is it A, 4,800 pesos, B, 2,000 pesos, C, 3,200 pesos, and D, 3,600 pesos? Okay, so that would be all, guys. Please copy the entire lesson and copy also the practice